Good afternoon. My name is Bill Williams. I'm the Extension Weed Specialist with the LSU Ag Center. Work out of the Scott Research and Extension Center in Winsboro, Louisiana. I'm here today to talk about fall weed management. And the reason we want to talk about fall weed management because it is the primary reason that we're seeing an increase in problems in managing annual grasses such as we see here in this cornfield. Tea weed. It's also going to be a major player with glyphosate resistant weeds. It just, after we harvest corn and after we harvest soybeans, we've got to start cleaning up these fields. And that's really what we want to talk about. If you look at this field, it's been sprayed with glyphosate. You can already see we've already set seed on the, this is broadleaf signal grass, a major weed in furrow irrigated corn. And the only way we're actually going to be able to clean these fields up is as soon as possible after harvest, these fields need to be mowed. So you can reduce the vegetation, spread it out so the weeds aren't covered up, so that when we make these glyphosate applications, we're going to actually accomplish something. One other issue on that, while we're talking about it, is that glyphosate is generally the herbicide of choice for trying to clean up a field. It's not going to do a very good job on large weeds, large tea weed, large pigweed, such as the pigweed behind us. We're going to need something more along the lines of Lay-By Pro. And really and truly, that's basically what has been our most successful program is glyphosate plus Lay-By Pro in corn. Now, when we talk about fall weed management, there's really three areas in fall weed control that we have an opportunity to work in. And the first one we've already talked a little bit about is the summer annuals, the things that we have coming up after harvest in corn and soybeans. The other would be the perennial weeds, things like Johnson grass, alligator weed, and red vine. Now with those, we found in our research is that the only time to really manage those well would be in mid-September to mid-October. Once you get past mid-October, a fall application of glyphosate or dicamba or whatever it may be is not going to do very well. Prior to the mid-September, we don't have any effect from those herbicides as well. Now the other one for corn growers that we're really concerned about would be things like ryegrass, henbit, the cool season weeds. That's the biggest threat to corn production are our cool season weeds. Well, the best time to manage those with the fall application is going to be in November. If we put something out much prior to that, the herbicide dissipate before the weeds start to come up, and we have really no effect there. So when you're looking at it, you got three types of weeds that we need to control. You got your summer annuals, you got your perennials, and you got your cool season weeds. The summer annuals we need to control as soon as possible after harvest. The perennials we want to wait to mid-September and get that application out by mid-October. And then with our cool season weeds, we want to wait till the 1st of November. Anytime after November is a pretty good application timing there. Now, obviously, we can't do all three of those applications in a year, so you're really going to have to choose which problem, what is your problem. For corn, the biggest threat to corn right now is glyphosate-resistant ryegrass. So, I mean, if you've got a field that's infested in ryegrass and you're wanting to grow corn in it, you need to look at a fall program designed to control ryegrass, which would start in November. If you're dealing with things like tea weed and soybeans or cotton, we need to look at coming in and cleaning up things after harvest. Same thing with soybeans.